Hello and welcome to each one of you. Today in the Gospel we have a reading that's very interesting. Jesus says to the crowd, "The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which someone found and hid. Then, in his joy, he goes and sells all he has and buys the field." And the other part is the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. When he finds one, he goes, sells all the rest, and comes back and buys the pearl that he really wants. What does the Lord want to tell us today with that? This week we went to the mountain, and one of the guide that was there came from Chile. And I spoke with him, and he says he was talking about the work he was doing in Chile. And I asked him, "Why did you come here to Canada?" And he said, "I came to visit. I met some beautiful lady that became my wife, and I left everything behind me, and I came to live here because I was in love. And now I've been here for 25 years. Because he loved her, he left everything." I think this is the heart of the message that the Lord wants to tell us today. I have I think it's a grace, because a grace is something that you receive that is free, that comes from God. I had the grace to meet the Lord and to hear his calling, and to go and sell all I had. I had my drugstore, I was in love, I had a beautiful car, an apartment, everything. But when I met Jesus, I left everything. And I remember once in a high school, we were talking to students who were studying in mechanic. And one of the students came up to me and he said, "What kind of car did you have?" I said, "A Camaro." "Oh, wow." And then he asked questions, everything about the Camaro. What I had said before about Jesus didn't count. And at the end, what he told me was impressive. He said, "He must be something if you left a Camaro like that." Well, I tell you, the material part is not the harder that's not what is most difficult to leave. What is difficult to separate from is your own will. This is a work of our lifetime. But we have to remember that in our soul we have a treasure. We have a pearl. We were created through Christ. And we have to let Jesus be all in us. This is our real identity when we permit Jesus to take all the place in our life. It's not that we don't have anything, but Jesus is the most important in our life. The aim of our life, the aim of the life of just about everyone, is to become free, to become successful. But what does it mean to become successful? To be yourself? Well, we each have a color of the heart of Jesus in our hearts. And you remember St. Paul when he said, if I can get it straight in English, "It's not I who is living, but Christ who is living in me." This is the real aim of a Christian. So, this is the grace I ask the Lord to give to each one of us today, that we may separate from everything that separates us from Christ.
Jésus, l'unique de ma vie, tu m'as aimé. Jésus, l'unique de ma vie, tu m'as appelé, tu m'as libéré. Seigneur, guide